All right. Hi guys, let me see if everything is working. Yeah, seems like everything's working. All right guys. Hi, this is Alisa from Alice's Transmuting Tarot Facebook page and from Alice's Wonders Facebook page. As well as from Alice's Transmuting Tarot YouTube channel. Now guys, you might notice if you watch my videos regularly, then you might notice that I'm using a slightly different device today. When I say slightly, I mean completely different one. So this video might be a little bit awkward. I might be looking the other way or whatever. I'm still trying to figure out where to look exactly. But I hope I'm looking at you guys. Also, so this device is supposed to be working in such a way that you guys should be seeing everything better, so it should have a better quality of video, and this is why I decided to experiment with it today. And what else? Yeah, and I hope the sound is good. It should be pretty good. So just as good as the previous one, or hopefully better. Fingers crossed, right? So we'll see. So this is, I'm kind of like test driving this, but I hope it works. And if so, I think we're going to be using this device more regularly. And when I say device, I mean a phone. You probably noticed that before I was using my laptop, which is good, but just the quality of the video is not that sharp, let's say. And I know that on the phone it's a little bit better. And so this is like my new experiment. All right, guys. So I'm trying to concentrate on the place where I should be looking. So let me just quickly look at my plan. So let's see. So as always, as you know, guys, first of all, first things first, beware of the scammers. Just today, I once again listened to one lady once again complaining that on the internet, that some scammers have stole like her name, and they're trying to make people buy something from them. So if anybody approaches you in the comments and offers you to buy a spell from them, a curse, or any other weird stuff, just remember to ignore them and just concentrate on the content of the video. All right? What else? I guess this is it, guys, when it comes to like the administration stuff, so to say. So let's go. As always, I have my plan with me, and today we're going to be drawing several cards from the tarot deck, and the extra tool that I'm using today are the love messages. See, today they're more red. So, oh, by the way, I can see that in this good quality of video, I look a little bit less perfect. But speaking of perfect, you know what, guys? Because I was like experimenting and kind of checking different things on this phone. And so it turns out that on this phone, I have this, I have these like weird, well, weird, but also funny and interesting filters. And so I already tried them out a little bit, and I already have a couple of favorite ones. So maybe at the end I'll show you which ones they are, if I manage to do it. I'm not sure exactly how to do it during the live video, but maybe I'll try it out. And yeah, and we'll see. You know what is bothering me? When I'm looking right now at the screen, it doesn't show me exactly how many minutes the video is going, and it doesn't really show me any of you guys. I'm like trying, let me look at it. Yeah, it's like I don't see your comments, guys, and I don't see the timing, which is something that I do normally see when I'm using my laptop. But I hope I'm gonna figure it out next time, and this time I'm just gonna be looking from time to time at my clock on the table. All right, 1 second. So, first things first. So let's recap last week's energy. Last week. So we had Three of Cups, we had the Fool, and then we had a Three of Swords. By the way, last time I kind of forgot to notice or mention that we had two cards which represented number 3, right? 3 of Cups and 3 of Swords. So that was also definitely a sign. I forgot to mention it then, but I can tell you that 3 is usually the number of development and growth, so it's a positive sign. So clearly last week we were growing in some way. Now, as always, let me see how accurate it was for me. 3 of Cups. Yes, it was definitely accurate. I met with one of my relatives, online of course, but still. And it was a really, really nice meeting. I was very happy. Somehow it was like really, you know, like literally, it's not like we're really celebrating something, but we were just like really spending nice time together. And it was very nice time. So I felt great. So definitely 3 of Cups worked for me. Then there was the Fool. The Fool, I think, I mean, I'm thinking about this. I don't remember. Hold on, let me. Oh, actually, I do remember. Well, one thing that was definitely that you could say the Fool represented, because the Fool was like about taking the risk and, you know, like doing something that you're afraid of. And so last week I basically bought this new phone. And so I was kind of considering it for about a week. And I was like, should I take it? Should I not take it? Like, I was pretty hesitant. This is actually, if you watched my previous videos, then you know that I had mentioned before that I had some opportunities, and I said that I was still considering some of them. And so actually last week, I kind of fully took both opportunities. Well, I had 4 really. Let's say I took two of those opportunities. So one of those opportunities, oh, sorry. Okay. I can see that I shouldn't be moving too much because the camera is trembling. Anyway, I took 2 opportunities, and one of them was the phone. So I was very excited about that. And so that is definitely kind of like a certain type of risk, because I was like, maybe I can survive without it, but I was like, I really, really need it, and it has a lot of features that I need, so that was definitely helpful. So I risked it, and I was pretty satisfied with this choice. And there was one more opportunity that was kind of like afraid to take, and I was like, I was also hesitant because it was like a slightly bigger risk, you could say, but eventually I was like, no, I'm doing it. And I kind of went fully into it, and definitely that was like my full moment. Not in the negative sense, not because I was so stupid, but because, you know, the Fool is just a person who is open-hearted and who trusts the universe. This is the wisdom of this card. It's about trusting the universe. Even if you don't know exactly what is ahead of you, what is coming, you're still moving ahead because you trust the universe, because you know that it's going to take care of you anyway. So this is, it's a lot about faith. Very strong card, really. And guys, 3 of Swords. I did feel 3 of Swords, to be honest, on Sunday. I don't know, like somehow already on Saturday, I felt a little bit like I slowed down a little bit, and I couldn't really explain why. I was like, yeah, it's like nothing really was happening, nothing went wrong, nothing like this. It's just, I just felt a little bit slow somehow. Like physically slow, you know, like I didn't want to move much, but I used the day to my advantage, really, because I was meditating for half of the day then, so that was nice. But then on Sunday, I don't know, it's like, again, I just woke up and I just wasn't super in the mood. Why? No idea. It was like very random. I just felt somehow melancholic and a little bit sad, and just like, not, it's like I didn't really feel depressed or anything like this, but I just didn't feel super excited, and I couldn't really explain it. But then I remembered one thing. And this is, guys, kind of moving ahead, because this is already something that is happening like right now, basically. You probably already have started feeling it as well. Remember, guys, how I told you that eclipses are coming? Well, just to remind you quickly. So first of all, thing number one really that happened, once again, let me reiterate something that I had told you about already in my previous videos. We had Saturn that went retrograde at the weekend, basically like from Saturday to Sunday. So when Saturn went retrograde, I wouldn't say that it's like when it goes retrograde you feel depressed, not really, but you just might feel something. For each person, of course, it's different. Some people, I guess, feel nothing, but I'm kind of sensitive, so I do feel these things a little bit. But I mostly felt like the reason I was so melancholic at the weekend was the fact that this Wednesday, the 26th of May, guys, we're having a lunar eclipse. And lunar eclipse, that means that it's an eclipse of the moon, and the moon is the planet that is describing our emotions. And then, like a couple of hours ago, I also learned that not only is it the lunar eclipse, but it's the lunar eclipse, you know, because each time the eclipse happens, it like happens in a certain zodiac sign. And so this time it's happening in Sagittarius. And according to my astrological chart, Sagittarius is like one of the significant aspects in it, basically. And so I was like, oh, so this eclipse is really going to affect me like a lot. I mean, I guess fortunately, but just like, yeah, I just felt a little bit melancholic. So if you guys also feel like you're affected somehow a little bit, like there is something, you know, about your emotions not being super high or something like this, you know, just accept it. Don't try to force yourself to be always cheerful and happy and always, you know, like 100%. No, sometimes there are days when you need to be whatever percent it is that you feel. If you feel 5%, it's also fine. If you feel like 0%, that's also fine. Just try to, you know, still take care of yourself, of course. Still, you know, like do some regular things, like obviously eat regularly and sleep regularly and exercise regularly to take care of you, but and of your body and of your emotions. But, you know, don't try to push it, so to say. These are a little bit difficult days, so it's understandable. So don't kind of force it, or don't try to push yourself to work super hard or whatever if you don't feel like it. This is my advice. So yes, so lunar eclipse. Remember that eclipses are kind of the things that you feel... Well, astrologists say that you can really feel an eclipse like 3 months before it and up to 3 months after it. Some people even say you can actually feel them half an hour before and half an hour, half a year, sorry, half a year before and half a year after. So that's a pretty long time. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. But, you know, you might feel a little bit emotional, basically, I would say this week. Usually it's like 3 days before, 3 days after. This is like the major, the strongest energy that is happening. However, remember that we are having like this corridor of eclipses. So we're having this lunar eclipse on the 26th of May, and then the solar eclipse happening on the 10th of June. And so during this time, once again, guys, I know I told you about this like already a billion times, but I just want to remind you, remember not to take huge decisions, especially if they're spontaneous. Try not to to do anything drastic unless you're like 1,000,000,000,000% sure that this is what you want to do. And especially if you had planned it before. If you had planned it like for a long time and now you feel like, okay, it's the right time, then I guess, yeah, you could do this. But if the whole time you were thinking one thing and now all of a sudden during this period of time you're like, actually, I decided to change my mind. How about I do something completely different? That's not advisable, guys. I honestly do not recommend this. I would say, yeah, not the best idea. But of course, it's for you to decide what you want to do with your life. Now, the good news. The good news is that everything in this life happens for a reason, and all of these reasons are always positive. So basically, whatever happens, the ultimate reason is that the universe always tries to bring us something really, really positive, some positive change, growth, expansion, and the best things ever. And that means that this lunar eclipse is also bringing us something positive. Actually, right now, basically from this, well, actually already right now, but let's say technically from the 26th of May until the 22nd of June, but ultimately you could even take like until the end of June 2021. We have a very good period of time to get rid of something old. Why? Because right now, during this lunar eclipse, the lunar eclipse is about letting go. So guys, if you want to shed something, if you kind of want to shed old skin, if you want to shed some old negative habits, if you want to release something, some negative patterns, some grudges, some anything negative really, you can release it. And if you do it during this period of time, let's say, like, you can already start now, but let's say if you do it on the 26th of May specifically, honestly, it should really go like once and for all, like gone, done, forgotten. Because everything that you release on the eclipses, it just never comes back. It's just done. One of the techniques that I can give you, there are many releasing rituals, blah blah blah. You can Google them online, whatever. One of the rituals that I personally like, guys, I like everything very simple. So I don't like those complicated rituals where you have to prepare a billion things and spend 2 hours doing it. Like, no, that's not me. I'm like, take something simple, spend 2 seconds doing it and get positive result and be happy forever and ever. This is like my type of energy. And so this is my favorite ritual, so perhaps you will resonate with it. So the idea is that you take bay leaves, the dried ones, like the ones that you can buy in a grocery shop, which are like spices, right? See, on the clock I see 222, so it's clearly a sign that it's a good ritual. Anyway, so you take these bay leaves, and there are basically 2 variations, but again, I choose the simplest one of them. The slightly more difficult one is that you take something like a felt tip pen or some kind of marker, I guess, and you write on this bay leaf a word, or I guess a description. Oh guys, now I see numbers. Okay, the numbers are working. I just don't see the timing yet, but at least I can see that someone is here. Anyway, so you take a marker and you write on this bay leaf the description or the word that represents something that you want to release, like your fear or your old negative pattern, or something that you want to get rid of. And then you take a match or something. Basically, you take fire and you burn this leaf. So this is the ritual. But this is like a slightly more difficult version, because like, how are you supposed to write on the dried bay leaves? It's not very easy, I think. Like, if you ask me. That's why I personally believe in the second version of this ritual, which is much easier. You just take a bay leaf and then you use intention. So you can kind of hold this leaf to your mouth, and you can say, you can say the fear or the negative belief or whatever it is that you want to release. You can use your breath and just say these things on this leaf, and then you also breathe it out like on this leaf, and then you just burn it. Ta-da! Guys, as simple as that. Like I said, I really like the simplest things in the world and the fastest ones at the same time. And also they're very effective, so 3 in 1. So this is my advice. Of course, only if you want to take it. All right, so this is it when it comes to the eclipse. And also, like I said, we're having also an amazing period of time when we can release things, because very soon afterwards, already this upcoming weekend, right, the 22nd, oh sorry, not 22nd, the 29th, 30th of May 2021, we're having Mercury retrograde. And we know that during Mercury, or you might know, or you might remember, that during Mercury retrograde, it's very good to let go of old unnecessary things. And that means that if those two energies combine, like in our amazing situation, that if you have, or you have had, guys, some plans of like decluttering your space, of letting go of some people maybe from your life who are very negative, of letting go of different negative patterns, like I said, negative habits, anything that doesn't serve you, or anyone who doesn't resonate with you or who you don't resonate with anymore, what you do is you release. And if you do it right now, like on this energy, it's going to be extremely positive and extremely effective. So if you want to work with this energy, I encourage you. Of course, try not to start anything during this period of time, at least not until the end of June 2021. As always, you are free to do whatever you want, so you can do this, of course, but it's not recommended. Doing something during Mercury retrograde, it's like you going against the grain, but it's more than that. It's like you going, imagine there is you, one person, going through or trying to get through a huge crowd of people. And when I say crowd, I mean like, let's say 20,000 people. And those 20,000 people are walking that direction, and you're trying to move this direction. And you're literally, so you're trying to get through them. And is it possible to do so? Of course it is. And nobody's forcing you not to do it. You're completely free to do whatever you want. So if you want to be moving through 20,000 people, yes, you can. And yes, you will ultimately achieve your result. However, you're going to be so exhausted, and it's going to take a toll on you. And even though you might achieve the result that you want, you might not be super happy in the end, because you might be like, but was it really worth it? You know? Like, was it worth it, my energy? Was it worth my energy? Was it worth that much time? Was it worth all of my wounds and all of the distractions it created and all of the obstacles and things like this? So it's kind of like, can you do it? Yes, you can, but it's not recommended. But again, you're free to live your life however you like. So this is it, guys. So I kind of already started talking about the upcoming week. Now let's look at the cards. So guys, let's first of all look at the energy. By the way, guys, one more thing that I could not really see here when I was using the phone. Normally when I use my laptop, I can write the title of the video, and here I could only write the description, but I couldn't find the place where I would write the actual title. And so I think you probably didn't see it. Yeah, so just in case, let me once again tell you. So this is the reading that I'm doing which is going to be for the week from Tuesday, the 25th of May, 2021, until the next Monday, the end of next Monday, the 31st of May, 2021. All right. So guys, this is this week. And so I'm pulling 3 cards as always for eyes. Sorry guys, because I cannot monitor the time, I feel like the video is a little bit longer than I was expecting, but I'm gonna try to figure it out, okay? So it's just like my first experiment. All right, let's go. For the collective. So the collective reading. Okay guys, this time we have 4 cards, not 3. Don't ask me why, I don't know, it just magically happened. Okay. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. We're good guys, we're good. I'm just thinking, I can see 3 major arcana cards here. And as you know, guys, major arcana cards represent something that is most likely to happen. By the way, guys, before I start interpreting the cards for the upcoming week, do let me know how last week was for you, because I described to you how it was for me, and that actually last reading did resonate for me. So do let me know if for you it also resonated, if the reading was accurate for you, or maybe it wasn't at all. So do let me know how it was for you, and what maybe if you want to share what events were happening, and yeah, how was it? So let's go. So as you know, I always look at the back of the deck energy, and this is Temperance. So Temperance is the card that we are experiencing right now, or the energy. Oh guys, see? This is why I like using this new phone, because it really shows you the cards very clearly. You can really see them. Even some imperfections on them too, but this is life. Okay, so the Temperance is the energy that we're experiencing right now. We're clearly already in the process of transformation. This is what I'm feeling. Like I told you guys, I already started feeling the energies shifting at the weekend. So do let me know if it was the same for you. But if it wasn't, you might be experiencing this energy right now. For me, I really truly felt it. So yes, it's transformation. It's also like we might be feeling, this is what I was feeling, honestly. I was feeling like I wanted to kind of meditate more, you know, just like be with my own energy, do like something more spiritual, something like this. So you might be feeling that. You might also be feeling like your guardian angels are working with you and are helping you, actually supporting you at this time during this transformation, so that you go through it in an easier way. I feel like I'm definitely being supported. So yes, for me it seems like pretty accurate. Do let me know, guys, if it's the same for you. You might also be feeling like you're waiting for something, because Temperance is like the card of a little bit like slowing down and not being super in a rush, or things not going super quickly, which is pretty adequate since Saturn just turned retrograde, so it literally slowed down. So the energy is pretty slow. But it's okay, guys, because it needs to be slow. It needs to slow down because it's that transformation. Let me see quickly. You might also be, because remember that this card represents, you know, kind of like mixing the unmixable things like oil and water, right? The alchemic process, basically. And so you might be, for example, right now also spending time with someone with who you share maybe, you know, with each other, like your knowledge or your ideas, your opinions, and maybe you're very different from each other, but at the same time you like spending time with each other, and you like sharing. So the other person sees your point of view, and this is something new for this person, and they're like, wow, oh, you can see life like from this perspective, and then this person gives their opinion, and you're like, oh, I didn't expect that you can look at life from that perspective. So there is definitely also this possibility of like sharing from each other, you know. But for me, honestly, I would say the strongest thing that I would say is, like, for me, it's a transformation, definitely. By the way, just this Monday, I was doing like some extra meditation, and there were like huge, powerful transformations happening for me. So honestly, guys, I would say if you have the possibility and the need to transform some negative things from your life, now is the definite time. Like, I so totally encourage you. I don't think there's gonna be any better time than this. It's the best time ever. All right, so we have the Empress, which is the major arcana card. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Lovers, which is once again a major arcana card. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. So what does it all mean? First of all, the Empress. So like I said, this is the energy for the upcoming week. The Empress is the major arcana card, and it represents us feeling creative, feeling on top of the world, feeling like we're the stars of the universe, regardless of our gender, of course, right? Yes, it is a more feminine energy. That's why it's a little bit more about creativity, a little bit more about, just making things, creating things, having like fruitful conversations, creating ideas, something like this. But it's definitely about being on top of the world, being cherished, being loved. It's also about being loving yourself. So this is a person who is loving and who is also extremely beautiful and attractive, and who uses their beauty also kind of in this loving way. It's kind of like also a part, so this beauty, it's also like a part of this love coming and emanating from this person. So if you guys feel this week extra attractive and extra on top of the world, this is why. So definitely, and like I said, guys, major arcana cards, these usually mean that this is most likely to happen. So I would say the majority of the collective should be able to feel that. Also, this is, a person who takes care of herself first. This is like a definite thing. No skipping on anything. This is the most important thing ever, because all love starts with self-love. And this person knows this better than anyone else. Oh my god, hold on, guys. What does it say? Wait. This is strange. I was sure that I switched on my phone, and now it says the battery is low. Why? Who knows why? Okay, it's not working. Guys, we need some extra charger. 1 second. Unexpected, but what can you do? Okay, let's try that. I hope I survive this. Okay, how about this? Oh my god, it's working, guys! It's totally working. Well, I guess it had to happen. See, some kind of retrograde influence still here. Oh, and I see now people commenting. Guys, I'm not sure who is commenting right now, but remember to beware of the scammers. This is just all I want to say. Okay, so the Empress. The Empress is somebody who feels self-love. The Empress is also somebody who takes care of herself first. And you know, in some versions of this card, this lady is pregnant, so it can also present fertility, but it doesn't have to be physical. It can be like, you know, you can be feeling fertile in terms of, one second. Oh, you can be feeling fertile in terms of simply having a lot of, like I said, creative ideas. So you can be like, oh my god, I want to create, I want to do this, I want to do that. So you can be full of ideas. All right. Yeah, guys, this technical construction is a little bit tough to handle, but it's fine. So then we have, let me just quickly look. And guys, one more thing, the power is in your hands. You can see her holding the magical wand, and that's because she is the leader of her own life. So remember that you are the leader always of your own life. So it's very important to remember. Then we have 5 of Wands. I mean, honestly, a 5 of Wands usually represents some kind of quarrel, some kind of triggering, things like that. But to be honest, I have a weird feeling here that it has a slightly different meaning in this particular reading. In this particular reading, I can feel that there might be a situation when a lot of people feel very attracted to you guys, and they kind of start competing with each other for you because you're so attractive and there is so much about you that is just so appealing that people might start competing with each other for your attention, for your time, you know, for being in your energy, in your presence. This is what I feel. If it's not that, then there might be some kind of triggering, there might be some kind of quarrel or difficult. Oh, I see some other people commenting. Thank you so much for the likes and everything. So there might be some difficult situation here, but guys, honestly, I don't see it as a huge problem. So there might be a moment when you feel it could happen, you know, during the eclipse, because like I said, it's lunar eclipse and moon represents our emotions. So you could get a little bit like emotional maybe around the lunar eclipse. You might feel like, oh my god, everything is irritating, everybody's irritating me. You might actually quarrel with somebody. I don't recommend doing this, guys, but you might. Also, just be careful on the road. Around the eclipse, be very careful on the road, whether you're a pedestrian or whether you have a car or whatever, it doesn't matter, just be careful. But anyway, so like I said, another possibility is there might be like a little bit emotional moment, but I feel strongly that it could be somebody competing for your heart. And then we have another major arcana card, which is the Lovers. The Lovers usually represent, who could they represent? Yeah, the Lovers. So, I mean, of course, this is one of the meanings. So let's say, romantically speaking, yes, this can represent like your romantic soulmate. It doesn't have to be this way, however. It can be, by the way, like a choice, but in this specific reading, I don't feel it. I do feel like there is going to be someone romantically appearing in our lives this week. If not romantically, it could be also just your soulmate, not necessarily romantic, but like a friend, or I don't know, a friend. I guess this could be even like a family member, really, because I know that in tarot it kind of is represented by lovers, but it doesn't have to be. In reality, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be just any type of a soulmate. And as you know, soulmates are our parents, our children, our friends, our bosses, our neighbors, anyone around us who we feel somehow emotionally connected with. And so this love, it doesn't have to be like a romantic love. It can be any type or shape or form of love, really. To me, this reading does seem to be a little bit romantic. Probably this is why I felt very strongly drawn to choosing this divination tool, which is about love. But like I said, in your life, it could play out in a slightly different way. But let's say, okay, it could be a romantic soulmate. And as a result of this meeting, let's say, or of somehow coming together, spending time together, maybe something like this, what happens is that we have the 10 of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards. And you know, guys, I'm an earth sign, zodiac sign, and so I kind of resonate with the earth type of energy, like money, very well. So basically we have 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles represents legacy. It also represents the ultimate commitment. So basically, if you meet some kind of lover, perhaps this person, this person might actually decide to ask you, like offer you a hand in marriage. But if it doesn't happen like right away, immediately, this person might just be thinking about you in terms of the long term. So this is like long-term commitment. This is about a person feeling like, hey, I actually want to spend the rest of my life with this, with this person. And if this is not romantic, then it could be about business and finances. So for example, so let me show you the same idea basically, but let's say like a slightly different scenario. Let's say this week you feel like you're on top of the world and like a leader of your life and a leader of your own business. And so there might be, maybe you're looking for like a perfect, suitable worker. Let's say you're looking for a business partner, or you're looking for someone who you would like to develop your business with. And so you create like this hiring process. You do interviews, right? And different people come to you and they compete, they fight for the position in your company, for example. And then you choose one person who you feel is like the right fit, and then or candidate, and then you sign a contract, deciding that, oh, somebody is sending me some negative faces, emojis, whatever. I don't know, guys, what's happening. All right, this is a little bit weird, guys, but I guess I'm gonna look at the comments a little bit later. Okay, so eventually you might be signing the contract, deciding that you are going to work together for a long time, at least for a year, let's say, but ultimately this could be like for years and years. So this is another possibility. So this is definitely like, I can see two scenarios. Like I said, one is more romantic, the other one is more about business and career. Either way, it's definitely very, very positive. And I do feel like somebody is going to be fighting for our attention this week, either, again, romantically or in terms of business. Very nice cards. And honestly, like, look at that, guys. I feel like this is definitely cool, like, definitely. I'm super happy with this. Okay, the last bit, because I can see that this video is already too long. All right, guys, the last bit. So you know that I have this beautiful container, and in this beautiful container, I have these beautiful channeled messages. These channeled messages are about love. And so I'm going to shuffle them right now. And I'm going to draw one, okay? So the energy for the collective for the upcoming week from Tuesday to next Monday. Okay, I have something. Oh my God, guys, we haven't had this message before. It's a new one. So it looks like this. And this is what it says. Oh my God, guys, honestly, this ties into the whole reading so perfectly. This is crazy. Listen to that. Your self-confidence is the most attractive thing about you. Please stay that way. Come on, guys. I mean, okay, let me read it again. Your self-confidence is the most attractive thing about you. Please stay that way. Guys, remember how I said that we're going to be feeling like we're on top of the world, and like we know that we're attractive, and we know that we are the leader of our lives? This is it. Why? Because we're so confident. And because we're so confident, this is why we're so attractive. This is why we have enough to give to ourselves and to others. And it's like self-confidence, guys. Self-confidence. I love this reading. It feels like this week is just bringing us so much love in any shape or form, whether it's business, whether it's romantic love, whether it's anything else, friendship. But either way, it feels like this week is bringing us amazing energy, and I'm super excited about it. So guys, let me think if I told you everything. I think I definitely, yeah, I told you everything. So just very quickly, guys, remember that you can contact me with regards to personal tarot readings, and with regards to THETA healing, because I also do that, and with regards to coaching via Alisa's Transmuting Tarot Facebook page. And you can also contact me with regards to these, like something like this, such beautiful gemstone, energetic gemstone bracelets. I just realized that I can finally show them to you in a way that you can really see them well. Let me quickly show them, because in the previous camera you couldn't really see them that well. So this is, for example, one, and this is another example. So if you resonate with these, if you like them, if you feel like this is something for you, you can definitely contact me. Let me show you this. I feel like it's a tree of life. So you can definitely contact me via Alice's Wonders Facebook page. Okay, guys. So yeah, I think I told you everything. It's time for me to finish. I wanted to show you different filters, but okay, maybe very quickly, let me see if I can do it. Oh yes, hold on. I'm gonna show you the filter that I really liked, if I find it. Oh, I think it's this one. Or not. Ah, this one, guys. Check this out. Don't you think it's amazingly? I mean, look at that. And see the kisses. So, don't you think it suits perfectly to our love reading this week? I really like it. I think it's really funny. Okay, it's a little bit creepy also like this, but also funny. And there was one more. Oh, this one. How about this, guys? Not bad, right? It's kind of like groovy. I would say groovy. Okay. Okay, guys, on this amazing note, I think I'm going to finish. If I'm able to. Oh no. No, I don't know how to switch this off. Why do I always do these things? Oh, okay. Here I am. Alright, guys. I think on this beautiful note, I'm gonna finish. Thank you so much, guys. And see you next week. I'm also gonna try to do about tarot video finally this week, because there is a topic that I wanted to discuss with you. And for the collective intuitive tarot reading, I'm gonna see you next week. Have an amazing, great week, guys, and I wish you all the best. Bye, guys. Okay, this is better.